Starting in August this year, the Albert Einstein College of Medicine will be tuition-free.
Oh, could you imagine? Absolutely amazing. That was a moment that Ruth Gottesman changed lives forever with her $1 billion history-making gift. An amazing moment for students in New York against the backdrop of another education development. President Biden announcing he's forgiving $1.2 billion in student loan debt, affecting almost 153,000 borrowers.
And this comes after the president's initial plan to cancel $400 billion in student debt was struck down by the Supreme Court last summer. Here to discuss is U.S. Secretary of Education, Dr. Miguel Cardona. Thanks so much for being with us.
Great to be with you. Good afternoon.
So let's start with the big question on a lot of people's minds. Who qualifies for this?
Well, we're excited about the SAVE plan, which we know is going to make college much more affordable across the country. But as was mentioned, the president, we announced last week 153,000 borrowers having over $1 billion in debt relief. Who qualifies for this? Folks who took out a loan of $12,000 or less and have been paying it for 10 years. Now, most of these folks, 75% of them, are people that qualify for Pell Grants. So these are people that are lower income and are trying to make ends meet. So we're really happy that we can target those folks as well.
Mr. Secretary, this weekend on GMA, you said that there will be more relief in sight in the near future. Tell us about it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Look, I want to be very clear. What we're announcing last week and what we're fighting for is making higher education more affordable and more accessible. That's the bottom line. When the president hired me, he made it very clear to me, we have to fix a broken system. We've provided over $138 billion in debt relief from day one. That's more than any other administration combined. And we're going to continue to announce public service loan forgiveness. We're going to continue to announce the adjustments for the income-driven repayment plan. And then the SAVE plan, which is, as I said, a new feature under the president's administration that makes college more affordable, will also be announcing additional loan forgiveness for those who have been paying over 10 years.
What's your response to those critics who argue that taxpayers shouldn't be paying other people's debt? They say, I paid my own college and it took a long time, or maybe they didn't go to college. What do you say to them?
No, I respect, everyone's opinion, and I respect different perspectives, but let me be very honest. Over 1 million people are going into default every year. Taxpayers are paying for that too when people can't afford to pay their mortgage and they go into bankruptcy or they can't pay their loans. What we're doing is investing. Education is an investment in our country's future. We are making higher education more affordable, more accessible. And we recognize that it costs more not to address this broken system. If we want to compete internationally, if we want to lead the way we should be leading in the United States, we have to invest in education. And another thing, Eva, the work that we're doing is aimed at not being in the same position we're in 5 years. We're increasing college accountability. We're communicating a better return on investment in higher education. We're creating pathways to careers that don't require a 4-year degree. So we're doing a holistic overhaul of our higher education system so it's more affordable, more accessible, and our students deserve that.
All right, let's talk about the numbers. President Biden has approved almost $138 billion in student debt relief for nearly 3.9 million borrowers. However, some Democrats are worried that voters seem more aware of the president's student debt failures than successes. So how do you turn that perception around, especially in a big election year?
Look, our focus right now is providing as much relief to as many borrowers as quickly as possible. Put any other president, you can't even come close to the work that this president has done around making higher education more affordable, more accessible, and debt relief. But keep in mind, the Supreme Court shut down the biggest plan. Every turn we make, we're getting opposition from Republicans on the Hill, some of whom got debt relief themselves. So we're getting challenged every way, but we've served students. We've done more than any other administration in the history of our country. We're proud of it, and we're not done. We're going to continue fighting for our students.
U.S. Secretary of Education, Dr. Miguel Cardona, thank you so much for being with us today.
Always good to see you.
Thank you. Same here. Take care.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching. and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.